Mr. President, no one should blackmail your government. Gumi's network must be fully investigated. Ameachi. According to report by Vanguard News on November 14, 2025, former governor of Rivers State, Ameachi, has called on President Tinubu to ensure that no individual or group undermines the Nigerian government through false narratives, specifically pointing to the activities of Sheikh Gumi and his network. Speaking at a public forum, Ameachi stressed the importance of safeguarding national security and accountability. He warned that political or religious actors should not be allowed to manipulate public opinion or threaten the stability of the state. Quoting his own words, he said, "Mr. President, no one should blackmail you, your government. Gumi's network must be fully investigated." He added that any attempt to spread misinformation or justify violence must be thoroughly examined to protect citizens and the integrity of governance. Ameachi urged the administration to act decisively, emphasizing that Nigeria cannot tolerate individuals expressing religion or ethnicity to promote insecurity. He argued that a thorough investigation into such networks is necessary to prevent further harm and maintain public trust in government institutions. The former governor also highlighted the broader challenge of insecurity, linking it to poverty, lack of legitimate livelihoods, and governance failures, urging a comprehensive approach that combines law enforcement with social and economic reforms. I think he actually said something good at this time. He says the problem there is that Mr. President has already been caged by the cabal within his government. Taking such actions now may cause him more harm than to repair. Mr. Gumi is a big threat to Nigeria's security, but I know he can only use his time. The former president that weaponizes those people, where is he? Jesh Easy says, but who can we trust to deliver us from all this mess? God. We are going to put our trust in God. Frank Sansa says, for your mouth, now so you like Tinubu government. Now style where Ameachi won't take return to APC with this. The alliance no pay any of them. Now you sabi. If you want to go back to APC, what's your business? Yusuf Hazan says, one cannot say anything important again in this country. Must you always speak against people even when they are right? Let's be reasonable for once, please. Because he actually talked to us this time around. Mohammed says, yes, Gumi must be arrested and excesses must be fully checked. Exactly, that man is number one. He's a prime suspect. Samuel Ignacio says, President Tinubu to ensure that no individual or group undermines the Nigerian government through false narratives, specifically pointing to the activities of Sheikh Gumi and all his network and several others pretending to love this country, but secretly importing machineries. Patrick Odeke says, you have taken line with the president again. You see how Nigerian politicians are, because he had captured together with the president in their 2014 move to the US, demanding the assistance from the US over the buying of Christians. You have taken line with the president again. You see how Nigerian politicians are, because he had captured together with the president in their 2014 move to the US, demanding the assistance from the US over the buying of Christians. Ebe Moses said, look at this fool, calls himself a man of God. Who calls himself a man of God? Is it Ameachi? Tony Eboka says, why are the government paying Gumi? If they are serious in fighting all manners of terrorism in Nigeria, American War Department should come and do the needful, which our government cannot do because of some sacred cows known to them, and even playing politics with the lives of the innocent people of Nigeria, statesman angle. Amali Oga says, again, the American president said that we are against terrorism, hence the Nigerian government cannot stop the terrorists. They are coming to buy and stop all forms of terrorism so that there will be peaceful environment, and you are against it. It means you are in support of the group and none of your close persons was affected. If our government wanted this mine to stop today, they can do it, yes. Emmanuel says, Mr. President does not need any further investigation about Gumi. Gumi, Rufai, and so on are terrorist sponsors, and it is well known. You should rather start arresting and executing them one after the other, no matter where they flee to. Can you do that? People used to say, the president is bold, is this, is that, is the only one that can rule Nigeria, yet insecurity is still going on in Nigeria. Solomon says, my respected Ameachi, don't you know that Nigeria is a member of OIC, Organization of Islamic Countries? Are you not aware that Sharia law is embedded into the Nigerian constitution? These are the legal powers that gives the right to the Islamic religion in Nigeria against the Christian faith. I have not seen any politicians talk about OIC, neither about Sharia law in the Nigerian constitution. while playing games with buying in Nigeria because of religious practitioners. Amalioga says, I always ask myself this question: who appointed this Gumi as an intermediary and mediating on behalf of terrorists? He appointed himself. He volunteered. I think he volunteered that, yes, I will go and negotiate with them. Yes. It means that democracy is not good for Nigeria, because you legalize God for some to be buying people and you cannot arrest any. They appoint someone to negotiate on their behalf and the government encourages that. Is that a true democratic rule? Adisha says, thank you, Ameachi. Brilliant and a submission of the valiant. The Nigerian government must act decisively and protect the integrity of our country rather than keeping someone as a sacred goat. The activities of Gumi, El Rufai and other cohorts must be put to check now as a matter of urgency. As Bene says, while I do not personally know the man Sheikh Gumi, I suspect he may be on the side of Nigerians, but speaks so brashly in support of terrorism, so the terrorists may think he's on their side and then continue to grasp him and says, otherwise, how can he be so openly pro-terror and has not been picked up? You don't know what you're saying. That's nonsense talk. So he's talking to bandits so that he can get close to them, and then what is he going to achieve? You hear the smell. Oyemi says, Mr. Ameachi, so you now recognize Pibat as Mr. President. Peace Up Man says, this APC Muslim ticket and their cabinets will soon be investigated by the world leaders for allowing known terrorists, their sponsors and sympathizers to operate freely in Nigeria without stopping them or even seeking international aid to stop them if truly the terrorist is bigger than the Nigerian government. As Isaac says, now that you've told us the challenge of the security, what next? Mr. Senate President. Who is Mr. Senate President? Chris Ozabu says, our problem is that the government lacks the will to confront the vandals. A government that willingly announced that the names of the sponsors were known, but since then have been romancing and petting in action. What do you expect from Muslim tickets? It is well. Tochukwu is a beggar. He says, since Buhari being a Fulani brother to Gumi, he don't want to arrest him because they were working towards the same mission of Islamizing Nigeria. Now, what's stopping Bola Ahmed Tinubu from arresting Sheikh Gumi and prosecute him for being the leader of bandits that are terrorizing Nigeria? I don't know. Prince Olemsi says, delay is dangerous. Wise men do say very soon, it may be too late for Mr. President to arrest and investigate Mr. Gumi and his network in Nigeria and beyond. Paul Simon says Gumi is a terrorist, as in is established that he is a terrorist. Bamdele says Gumi is the father of all terrorists. William says, Ameachi said this well. Yes, so for the first time, it's making some sense. He actually spoke well. And listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.